Hi, welcome to Psychology Live. This is Dr. Gail Majcher, a clinical psychologist in downtown Northville, Michigan. This is her beautiful office. And I am her lowly colleague, Mary DiPaolo, M-A-L-L-P. Why do I say that? Because Dr. Gail is a fully licensed psychologist who's been in practice for over 35 years serving in the Metro Detroit area.
Shocking. I was like 12 when I started.
That's right, you were.
Yeah.
Me, on the other hand, have only been in the business 15 years as a second career, but that's okay because together we have a combined experience of over 50 years serving the people that we serve.
And in addition to that, we had a radio show here in Detroit, the first all-female show on WJR, which was a very cool experience that we had. So we thought, why not bring it over to YouTube?
Yeah, it's time to digitalize that thing.
It is.
Yeah, and when we did our show, we loved it because, you know, it was a gift to us, absolutely. We didn't know or expect that we were going to do it. And we were the first female psychotherapy duo to have their own show in Detroit on talk radio.
We really had no idea. We knew the president of WJR, but we didn't know that we would immediately have a show. But we're fly by the seat of your pants kind of people. We have an opportunity. The door opens. Well, in some ways, not, yeah. But a door opens, you go through it. So we went through it and ended up having this wonderful radio show.
Right.
So after it ended, we thought, well, what are we going to do with that? So we've been busy doing other things, but we decided now's the time to turn around and do the sessions here on YouTube for you.
Right.
We will cover a different topic every week. If there's a topic that's very important to you, go to our website, text us, email us, whatever you want, and we will get to your topic.
Right. And because we're learning this, you know, we're novices, I got to learn how to do the graphics down here that say, you know, Dr. Gail Majcher, PhD, Mary DiPaolo, M-A-L-L-P, our emails, our blog, our website, all that stuff.
And then you won't be able to see us because so much will be written down
there.
That's okay, though. We'll have to be like this just so you can see
We're going to get it together, though, because we're going to have it all there so you can see it and you'll know, you know, how to contact us with your questions. And down the road, we've talked about interviewing experts in the industry, you know, well-known psychologists.
We'll have to squeeze them in right here.
Or find a new space. Find a new space. Yeah, no, we'll have their head right here. But we want to be able to do interviews. We want to give you the best of what's out there to help you to heal, change, and grow. Because, you know, we each have our passions as to, you know, what we believe. And maybe that's a question I ask you. What do you believe is the number one issue that you most often deal with in your office?
Well, there's two. The two main reasons why people come in for therapy is depression and anxiety. It's so prevalent, and often people don't want to talk about it with the people they know. So they come in for therapy. And the fact is depression and anxiety can be worked through.
Yes.
Years ago, way back when I started, you know, we had techniques, we didn't have drugs that were very good, and it was really rough. Now we have so many techniques for working through both of those, and both of us work hand in hand with a psychiatrist if medication is needed. But anxiety and depression can be so debilitating, and typically if a person has one, they have both, so they're hand in hand.
Right.
I would say the next reason people come in is for marriage counseling or couples counseling. Throughout my many, many years of being a therapist, at least a third of my practice has always been couples counseling. There's a lot of therapists who don't want to take that on because it's like a juggling act. I personally like it because it's a challenge, and then when you see growth, it just... Well, as therapists, when we see growth in our clients, we just feel really good about it. Yeah. It's like, thank you, Lord, that you allowed me to play a role in someone's mental health improving.
Right.
So, Mary, what would you say? What's the top topics for you when you see people?
The codependent crap trap. Okay.
That's true.
The codependency. You know, everybody's heard something about codependency, but they don't really know what it is. And when I get them in the office, it's like, you got to be kidding. Oh, wait, straighten out my necklace. Codependency
We're a little like Hoda and
I ain't
Kathy
too happy
Lee.
about this right here, but maybe I can fix it.
We
with
are the
another pen.
Hoda and Kathy Lee of psychology.
No, let's
There
put it
it
this
is.
way. I got a little ADHD problem, but I'm working on it, okay? So
Getting back to the show.
and don't forget, codependency is very big, and you're going to learn
Go
about
ahead,
it on
talk
the...
about it.
No, they're going to learn about it on this show.
That's right.
You're going to learn about it and why it's such a crap trap, and it is a lifestyle.
Codependency is so huge, and codependency typically goes hand in hand with some level of abuse in a relationship. It can be all different forms, but that tends to be the couple, the codependent, and then the person who mistreats the codependent. Long story, which we will get into at another time. But those are the kind of topics that we're going to be covering. I have had my private practice for over 35 years, which is shocking to me that I had anything for 35 years. Yeah. And I've always had my private practice 3 days a week, and then I've had the opportunity to do so many really cool professional experiences, radio show being one of them, but there's been so many. I'm not going to list them now, but as we're talking, I'm sure at times different experiences will come up, which I'll share with you, and it is amazing. The one that I do want to mention is a book that I authored that's called A Worthy Woman, Victory Over Domestic Violence. I wrote that many years ago, and I wrote it because when I was a very young wife, I was in that experience. And I thought, if I get out alive, I'm going to somehow help other women who have been victims of abuse. And so I waited probably 20 years before I wrote that book, because you become very scarred when you have that experience, and you really can't turn around and talk about it until you've fully worked it through.
That's right.
So that is something that's very close to my heart. And so many times people have said, is that what you specialize in? Absolutely not. I specialize in everything. I've been doing therapy a very long time. No matter what your issue is, I have heard it and I can help you with it. But I want to mention my book because I have gotten feedback from so many people who have been helped by it. And I can tell you too, in the course of therapy, many times I've seen men who are also abused. So it's not just women who are abused, but more so women. Absolutely. So I want to mention that. Okay, but now getting back to our show that we'll be having on YouTube. We were thinking a weekly show, but it might even be more than that. It's whichever way the wind blows.
That's right.
We'll see. A topic may come up in therapy where we will talk to each other and go, oh, we've got to talk about that on YouTube.
Oh, listen, on the way here, the woman whose voice is Siri was talking to Glenn Beck about how with this generation of kids, they're not learning anything because they're telling Siri or Alexa to do everything for them. Like turn on the light, what's this, answer to this question I have for homework. And, she made an excellent point, because it's like, you ain't kidding. We ain't learning nothing when we're like, me, Alexa, play Steely Dan Asia while I'm in the kitchen making my ketogenic grasshopper brownies.
Ooh, did you bring any?
I didn't bring any, but you can have some this weekend.
Delicious.
Oh, by the way, you can overcome anything, okay? Because I'm the living proof of that, just saying. I'm going to stand up to show. I'm going to stand up. I'm going to strut it, Mama.
Yeah.
All right.
Do your model walk.
I will.
Mary DiPaolo.
See this body right here?
Here she is.
See, it is.
This
is it. Size 4. Even though I know the camera makes you look bigger, right?
Oh, no. You look like a size 4.
Guess what I weighed May 1st, 2017? 280 pounds.
Hey, Mary. Hey,
so,
Mary.
if I could overcome that addiction of food, you can overcome anything. I'm 62 years old. 62 years old.
Don't say our ages.
Oh, okay. I'm 42 years old. And you know what? If I can do it, you sure as you know what can do it too. I have a bit of a swearing problem I'm working on. I promised myself I'm not going to swear on YouTube, even though I kind of sometimes
Mary,
do.
Yeah, it's
but
okay.
I'm working on it. But anyway,
But
the
can you
point
believe
is,
this? Shouldn't she be in a magazine? I mean, seriously. That kind of weight loss, and she did it all naturally.
I did it all naturally.
Often
Even though
ask her if she had surgery or whatever.
or
no.
what I took. Did you take any? Now there's a topic. When you do something good and everybody assumes that you did it a way that involved a little help, be it, alcohol, drugs, pills, weed, whatever. It's like, get over yourself. How about I didn't eat crap no more? You know what I'm saying? Cut out the wheat and the sugar and you're going to have a miracle in your life. But another topic for another video.
But isn't that wonderful? I mean, it's really amazing when we see people who change in whatever way for the good. It's what we do. That's our job. That's what's important to us. It's like we were born to help people.
Right.
And that's what we do. Thus the YouTube video.
So we're going to help you. Keep watching and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.
From Live.